Hey YouTube, this is Rolla Gossam. It is day 4 of me being in this room, completely recovered in terms of symptoms, and ready to give another update. So when I got the virus, I got a lot of messages of concern. A lot of people were worried that my symptoms could get worse. A lot of people thought I could end up in the hospital, so I wanted to share a little more of what I found out about the virus. I've been looking up stuff since about March when the whole public health orders, statewide lockdowns happened, and I found out a lot of interesting information about the virus that was pretty unexpected. And the reality is that you're going to find a lot more situations like mine than you will, like you hear in the media, of people ending up in the hospital on ventilators and sometimes dying. In fact, according to a study on March 30th, there's only a 1% chance that a man who's age 20, like me, will end up requiring hospitalization from COVID-19. Now that seems pretty counterintuitive considering that you're seeing tons of young people populate the hospitals of Texas, Florida, and California, according to news reports. Well, in reality, these people are actually in their 35 to their 50 range. That's still not old. However, that's not the college students that you see news reports saying are fueling the pandemic. In fact, of the 130,000 or so deaths from the coronavirus, only 2 of them are documented reports of college students dying, and under 150 of them are people in the 15 to 24 age range. So when you see reports of huge concern about colleges reopening, it's worth noting that out of a population of over 20 million college students, only 2 are reported to have died as a result of this pandemic. The people you should be concerned for during college reopenings are not 20-year-old students, but instead 70-year-old professors who will have to teach them. There's no way that students will actually follow social distancing guidelines. They haven't seen their friends, their boyfriends, their girlfriends in 4 months, and to think that they'll just come to college and go straight to their rooms and be that way for 4 months is kind of ridiculous. And that is frightening for people who are older, immunocompromised, who will have to teach them at some point. I've kind of made a hobby out of looking at the dozens of different college reopenings that are about to happen across the country. And I've noticed something unfortunate, that all of these college reopenings focus much more on the students and much less on the professors and the housing and dining staff. These people have way more to lose than the students as a result of contracting this coronavirus. And I think it's ill-advised for schools to look more towards the safety of the students, who have a 1% chance of being hospitalized, compared to the staff who have 7, 8, up to 20% chance of getting hospitalized as a result of contracting this virus. And that results in what I think is ridiculous, unproductive policy, where, for instance, a student is not even allowed to visit his girlfriend, but at the same time, like 4 or 5 40 to 60-year-old housing and dining staff members will have to cook burgers together. Now, I unfortunately don't see any better solutions, because currently these housing and dining workers and professors are all working there. It's going to be very hard to have them leave for a semester and replace all of them with younger workers. I don't think that's even feasible. So I have no idea what the perfect solution is for students, but it certainly isn't the one that we have right now. And I know this has ventured far from normal chain reactions and far from what my coronavirus experience was, but I also wanted to share what my opinion on something that's going to be important to my life in the next 5 or 6 months is going to be. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow from day 5 in self-isolation.